There's been a consistent theme in some of the conversations I've been having recently with my business owner clients regarding their team members and their performance. And so often as business owners, we can get into the habit dangerously of blaming team, when in actual fact, yes, there's some tough circumstances out there, but actually normally the issue is with us as business leaders and managers. I wanted to share with you a perspective that I can see as helping to clarify what we're trying to create here through the good management of people. It's all about growing competency and productivity. Competency to have the skills to do their job, and then to be productive, to do that job in the most timely and efficient way. We want people to know what to do and how to do their role. That's the competent bit. And then we want people who know the quality and the quantity of the outputs of their role. That's the productive bit. And the more we can help people to be clear on those four things from the outset, the better chance I think we have of helping them to be successful. So when a manager says they have an issue with someone's performance, the first question to ask is, does that person know what their role is? And do they know the key tasks and responsibilities of that role? Does that allow the person to be trained to a level where they can demonstrate how to do the required aspects of the role? And then these two things make up the component parts of a decent role description. Some people don't even have a proper job description in place. They don't know what their job is. Has the person then been shown and understand the quality to which the task should be done? So for example, do they know what success looks like? What a good role outcome is? And does the person understand the expectation around the quantity of the output that's expected of them? So the volume or the speed that's required of them. So these two things make up the component parts of a set of key performance indicators. And if we want people to succeed in a role, the least we should do for them as managers is to set them off with a clear understanding of what's expected of them in that competency component, those two parts, and then the productivity components. And once we've given clarity on these four things, the next thing that any good manager is going to do is to help create systems to make sure that that person can then succeed in that role on a consistent basis. So for example, a checklist, a how-to system, that allows the person to know how to carry out the most routine parts of the role in those two components that they then can be trained on. And it's only after we've taken responsibility as business leaders and managers to create the conditions for our people to be successful that we should then measure their performance. And I would always measure performance against attitude, competency, and productivity. And that creates a solid performance management framework. So there are ways in which you can improve the performance of your team. It's all about you taking responsibility for what you can do in creating that framework for both competency and productivity. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this.